Welcome to September 2020 predictions. I hope everything is going well for you and you enjoy these readings. We are going to do September's month signs, and we are going to do Scorpio and Sagittarius. And if you'll look down into the below link, you will see this timestamp for Sagittarius, so you can skip through Scorpion. So as I focus on to the area of Scorpion, I am going to pull out 4 cards that will tell me what's going on for September. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, here we go. And as we look for Scorpio, the first card you have is basically you're exchanging ideas from either it's a company or a person in general. The reason I say both is because the energy, I'm connecting to a lot of energies out there, and so if you have found me on this video, then this will help you and guide you in your way for September. I'm seeing that September, it's like the second week is what it's showing. And this will help you guide your business in the right direction. It'll give you more courage and strength to feel better about the end of this year, prolonging with your business or your company that you're in with. You're going to keep your energy to yourself because you got the blue around. I do know that this one looks like a female and then there's a male, but that's just combining those energy fields together. It's very important for September to keep yourself grounded, as it's on the bottom part of it. And it's also saying, as this other person's touching the other cup, be open to new opportunities. So basically that's what I'm getting for this one. And then the next one we're seeing is that you have been really focusing on your business, and you have been looking forward with the things that you have manifest with money. These are things that you've manifest in the past, but you have been growing these ideas. It could be with one of your companies you're working with and working on projects and stuff, or it could be the company that you're running right now. Now you're wanting to really look at the way you used to run your businesses or your companies, or the company that you've been with. You're kind of looking at that, and you got a new idea which kind of relates to the other card that was pulled. And you are really making sure that you make the right steps. And I think that is wonderful, to take your time and not get in a big hurry with making any kind of rash decisions, making sure that you plant that down to make the money that you need to move forward to the end of this year. And then as we move forward, we go into what I'm seeing is in the end of September. And basically you've got the 2 cups again. You got 2 cups here, and you've got money that's going on, and you got the 2 cups. And what's getting a little frustrating and hard is letting go in the old way that you used to do things and bringing in the new stuff with the new idea and the way to see it. And so a lot of this has to do that you're going to readjust a lot of things, look at a lot of things, and you're going to think a little bit different with the company that you're with, or the company that you've been creating over the years. And once you get, you do have one foot as it gets kind of emotional, because it's kind of a little bit of wavy because you're not quite sure. A lot of that has to do what's going on in the world and knowing what the path to take. But if you really take your time at it, it says, and not let it overtake you with the emotions, you will set yourself up for the long path to where this path is right here. And you see the little crown. in the very long future of 5 to 10 years is what it's showing, that you will have that all set and foundation wise. So knowing where the next step is, knowing what you want to do next and keep the growth going. It's important to clear your whole energy field that's around you, around your body, and not get sucked into what other people are telling you and what they think and what their opinion is, but use your heart, which is the triangle right there, to basically guide you in that system and making and moving from one energy to the new energy, which is your new idea, and setting that foundation down. Now, the last card that we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and so a lot of this has to do with it kind of switches gears, and this is more toward the end of September. This has to do with looking back at your relationships that you've had in the past. So these are a lot of relationships from the time that you were younger and all the way up to now. And right now you have one big long one that you're holding, and you're fighting with that. It's not exactly the way you wanted it to be. So basically what I'm seeing with that as being able to, when you're struggling with that as the present moment, to really focus on why you're struggling, and if that struggle was related to any of your past, and if you see a pattern that maybe you need to think a little bit differently, do a little bit differently, and maybe act a little bit differently, and maybe the emotion that's being involved needs to be more calmer. So anyways, I hope that helps you on that. And if you want to get more in depth with these cards, you feel free to reach out to us at lifeforchange.com, and you can book a personal reading and get more in detail with the situation that you may have at hand. So thank you so much for letting me do that reading for you. And now we're going to go into Sagittarius. Now, as we move forward into Sagittarius of September of 2020, what do we have for Sagittarius? As I shuffle, I am going to pull out the cards, and sometimes cards just want to jump out. So I guess we only got 2 there. And we'll see what's going to go on for Sagittarius. And I'm going to shuffle just a little bit more as I pull the next 2 out. Now, as we pull out the next 2, what is going on for Sagittarius for September? Well, we got the star card, and this has to do with a lot of letting. There's a couple of things going on. One is letting out the old energy out of your body system. It's not serving you anymore. And what I'm seeing is if you, when you're meditating or before you go to bed, you just kind of wash all of that, visualize it by going down to Mother Earth, taking it all out and replacing it with new energy each night before you go to bed. And that's just a tiny little way to meditate and cleanse out the energy field that's going around. Now, what the other thing is showing is this one where you're pouring it out over here. Now, it's saying be aware not to let out your energy field leak out. So what that basically means is that as you're filling up your energy for new energy, put a seal around your body. And one of the things you can do is just the intent of putting a white color seal around your whole body and then seal it with golden light so that nothing can come in, meaning that nothing can get into it, nothing can attach. You know, you don't have entities attaching to you, or spirits or ghosts or any particular thing. It's crucial right now because there's a lot of energy going on around in the world. There's a lot of people. People are going through changes. They have all kinds of different emotions that are going on. So that has a lot to do with that. If you can really just do the intent and focus on that, that will help you a whole lot. Okay. Now you're really focusing on a lot of growth with yourself and keeping that done. And it looks like that pretty close to the end of September, you will probably be pretty more calmer with that. You won't be shaking up so mostly for the emotions. Okay. Now, then the next one you have is, this has to do with a lot of, you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wands, and you're pushing. This has to do with a lot of, there's a portion of them that are from your past stuff, of relationships in general. And then there's a portion that you're working with karma, and then repeating the same lives over and over, if you believe in those, if you believe in karmas, and repeating over and over. Now, some people do and some people don't, and that's okay. This card might not resonate with you, but this is basically what this is. It's being grounded, pushing through those when they arise. If you're thinking about somebody in the past that you haven't thought about, that's probably a good sign for you. If you're seeing or feeling things of karmas and past lives, you basically kind of cut those cords and release those so that you can move forward. And situations that you're having now, and seeing those and releasing that energy, you are wanting to get through all this. So once you get through all this and you release a lot of this, then you can see what's in front of you of the future. And I see a house in the background that's more in the front, but this is more the future, and that you're able to finish that. That would be closer, because you're going to be working on it until almost to the end of the year on that. So I hope that's helpful on that, with that one. This one is a woman. Even though it's a woman, she's tied up. She's being blinded by a lot. You're being, Sagittarius are being blinded by a lot of thoughts that are going on right now. And you really need to pay attention by your blindness of what you're thinking about. You're thinking about certain things about yourself. You're thinking certain things about others. And just remember, when you're thinking about others in a certain way, those are really about what you really think about yourself deep down inside. And some of those could be blocks and beliefs and thoughts that you've had that you didn't realize that you have created those over the time of your life with that. We have all the swords, which we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are in the back. And those are basically a lot of the stuff that has concerned you throughout your lifetime. And some of these you have conquered these and resolved those issues. I'm seeing that there's one issue in front of you that you're really focusing on right now, and it's showing it's kind of like money, which, I know that may sound just like, well, everybody's thinking of that, but this is just what the card talks about and says to me. And then there's like the mid of this past year, you were working on these two, and they're almost pretty much done. Your emotions are really set, and they're very calm and stuff, but you still have some emotions based on these 3 that you're working with, your situations with, these could be thoughts and beliefs, this could be relationships that you have, and that's what we need to do, is we need to focus on these, get these cleaned up completely. And then the one you're working on now with money, to let those beliefs and thoughts. So if you have a belief and thought, you can cut those cords and then replace it with the new one. And when you replace it with the new one, you can either put them down as affirmations to see them all the time, or remind yourself, or play this little movie image in your head so that you can move forward with that. And, we're looking in the background, and that background has got a castle. So that is setting your foundation of your life where you want it to be. It's looking at 2021 in the mid of the year, that will come more opportunities for you, but it won't happen until these are taken care of first, because these emotions are getting in your way. Now we have this one card, and this card is being the 8, which balances out. This is balancing out your whole, even though you have a hat on your head, it's like it's balancing out your thoughts and beliefs based on your past, and then your new things that you really want to create. This is what's going on now in your future. And it is wavy in the back, but we have 2 ships in the back. And this one is really balancing out the energy with those 2. And now that you know that I've told you about it, you'll be more conscious aware of balancing these out with money and moving forward. And you'll start seeing it around mid-September to the end of September. And then those ideas will just go, oh, I get it now. So I know that may not sound like enough information, but you'll know, because you use your inner self and compass, that you know exactly what it is that you're thinking and thoughts, and that you don't want to think or thought about anything in the past, and you want to move forward. So Sagittarius, the whole bottom line with this whole thing is about you releasing some of your karmas, your past, and getting out of that emotion and changing all of this so that you can move past this and end off the 2020 year by relaxed and calm and seeing a new self of your own self. So I hope that helps with you on that, Sagittarius. I'm so glad that I was able to do this reading for you and give you the information that you needed to know about September of 2020. And I hope you have a rest of the September, a wonderful month. And thank you so much, and have a blessed day.